Hey guys, it's poppin'? Commander here, and we're back at it again with some DLC wants and hopes for Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now, this is a hefty one, so I'd really appreciate if y'all stay to the end. Like, comment, and subscribe, and there should be a FighterZ review up in about 1 to 2 days. So, please stay tuned for that, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. Peace out. Hey y'all, what is poppin' today? It is Colemander here, and today, well, the beta was not working too well. I'm gonna just point that out right now. Some of y'all know about that. Others of y'all who haven't even tried the beta yet don't know about that. But I'm pretty sure anybody who's watching this has, and does know about it. So I think I decided I'd do this. I was gonna do it afterwards, after the beta, but I decided to do it now because I really want to just put out something today. I really do. And I say let's get into it with numero uno. Alright, the first person that I want to see as a DLC character in this game is Broly. And the reason why I think a lot of people really do want to see Broly is because of the fact that he's just an absolute tank. And the fact that he just destroyed everyone in every single movie that he was in. We ain't gonna talk about Bio Broly though, but outside of that movie, a lot of his movies were actually pretty entertaining to watch, and he did a lot of amazing things. Like he was grabbing people, he was tanking Kamehamehas, just walking through them. He was throwing people by the face. He scared Vegeta so bad that he didn't even want to fight. And this is the Prince of all Saiyans we're talking about here. So in general, I just feel like he's just a really loved character that a lot of people would really like to play as. That and the fact that I think it'd be cool to have a tank-ish type of character. Now granted, I don't know how crazy overpowered that would be, or how they'd work that in there. I mean, I feel like they could have an ability where I feel like he could just be able to tank certain attacks or whatever, not like ultimates, but like certain like key-based super attacks. I feel like he should be able to like not take as much damage. Like he tanks better than a lot of the average character would. So I feel like that'd be cool to see. I like to see him just running through people, just capturing people, throwing giant ki blasts at them. Like that'd just be a really cool character to see in the game. And I really hope he does make the final cut for a DLC character. Alright, number 2. I feel like I might get a little bit of like a question, people scratching their heads like, why would you want this? But it's I'm not sure how true the leaks are because we don't know yet. But in the leaks it said base Goku might be a possible character, and a lot of people looked at that. They were like, I don't really want base Goku as a character, and I thought that for a while at first too. And then I thought about it, and I was like, hey, what if base Goku is not just base Goku, but instead he comes with a Kaioken mechanic. You know what I mean? Sort of like, because Blue Goku in the game has a Kaioken times 10 ultimate attack, as we've seen from the trailers. But I like to see an actual character based around the Kaioken mechanic, where it's sort of like Ultimate Gohan's thing that we've seen so far, where he gets faster, he gets stronger, the more ki he has. But I think it should be like a bigger buff, but your ki is constantly draining as you have it. Your bar is constantly draining, and not at a slow rate, like a somewhat faster rate, to the point where you can't have him in all the time and you have to tag him out. Better have something where it affects his health, because if you go too high with the Kaioken, you can kill yourself, as stated by King Kai. Now, I feel like what they could do with this character, instead of having to make a completely, 2 new characters, I think what they could do is they come back, they just have regular, like, I might get some hate for this just for saying this, but like they had a duplicate Super Saiyan Goku character for like the base form, and then once he went Kaioken, he had a completely different moveset. I feel like that would be a really cool thing to see, a really cool aspect of the game that they could pull out right there if they just had a Kaioken Goku. And I just think that that'd be a really cool, a really fun person to play as. Like, he'd just be extremely fast. Like he do the thing like I think it was against Nappa that he did it, where he was just going around or whatever, and he punched Nappa, and then he like go he used the Kaioken again, and he'd go really fast, get behind Nappa, hit him, go again, go really fast, hit him multiple times, and then you could have a Kaioken Kamehameha. You know what I mean? Like that'd just be a really cool character, and that's one that I really hope to see in here, because I feel like it's something that's kind of unique that I haven't really heard anybody talk about it before. So I just think that'd be a really awesome mechanic to have in the game, the Kaioken mechanic. And yeah, I just really want to see him as a DLC character in this game. Number 3 on the list is Janemba. Now, Janemba is a character that I've heard a few people toss out there saying that they would like to see him as a DLC character, and I can honestly see why. You know, he's the living embodiment of evil and like just hate in the other world. Yeah, the other world, not underworld. Whenever the dude got taken over, and it was enveloped in all this hate, all this anger, all this evil. You know, he turned into this giant fat yellow blob. Now, I really don't want to see fat Janemba in the game. I prefer to see Super Janemba, just like I'm sure many others would prefer to see Janemba in that form than they would like to see him in the fat form. Now, for Red Janemba, what does he have? He has dimension warping, so I feel like he could do something like in the what's it called, in the Xenoverse 2 game, wherever he has a thing where he like does his fingers in front of his face, he moves them in front of his face, it creates a little portal, and then it would come, the key boss would hit, and it would come through there and it would go and attack you, and like that'd be a really cool character, or not a really cool character, but a really cool attack to see in the game. I like to be able to see him like hit people from far away, and that might like encourage zoning and stuff, which is not something I'm a fan of in general. But I feel like it'd just be really cool to see on Janemba. So yeah, range attack is really cool, and it'd also be cool to see him pull out the sword, because you know his little red sword that he formed out of like a little toy looking thing, and he grew up. Like that'd be a really cool. That'd be really cool to see. So Trunks would be the only character with a sword. I feel like that would take away from a little bit of Trunks' uniqueness. But even still, I'd like to see Janemba use that sword. Possibly even the Dimension Ray attack. And yeah, I feel like he's just a character that a lot of people like. His design's amazing. I feel like the potential is there for him to just be a really unique character. And yeah, that's really why I want him for the DLC. Alright, number 4. I believe it's number 4 anyway, right? Yeah, it's number 4. Alright. Bardock. Now, this is going to be the last of the movie/special characters that I'd like to see in the game. And I know that he's been supposedly leaked. But still, I think that, number 1, A lot of people like Bardock, just like a lot of other characters on this list. And B, you know, he has I was about to say it's really cool design, but he's literally this Goku with a scar and a blood bandana on the top of his head. But I feel like they could do something a little bit more different than the Goku. Now, Goku's more of a person in this game, and he's more of a balanced out type of character. You know, he has some ranged attacks, he has some close-up attacks, he has that cross-up to go Super Saiyan 3. Now, I feel like with Bardock over here, he could be more of a physical-based character, except with the one move, the one that he tried to throw at Frieza, and then he pulled out the Supernova, and he was like, well, how could he be this powerful? And he just blew up all the planet Vegeta. Now, I feel like if they were to do Bardock, it'd be really cool to either get, like, they could do any form of Bardock they want, honestly, except Time Breaker. I don't really want to see Time Breaker. Like, I mean, I guess they could do it, but I just prefer to see more of either base Bardock, Super Saiyan Bardock, or even possibly Super Saiyan 3 Bardock in this game. Now, I don't know if it'd be a transformation or not if they were to do this character, but you know, if they were to do this character, I would prefer not to have him, if he would do anything, either have him go from base to gold, or base to Super Saiyan, or go from Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 3. Or if they were to go down the Masked Saiyan route, like I said, I really kind of didn't want to earlier, but I feel like it'd make a cool cinematic moment. If they went from Timebreaker and the mask like cracked and it unveiled his face, and then Super Saiyan 3 here came up and it was like, I'm ready to fight now. And then he just went and whooped on everyone. Yeah, so I feel like Bardock, more of a physical type of character, except for the attack that he threw at Frieza. You know, he could do his little same, also team up with members of Team Bardock, but I feel like that'd be kind of too close to Captain Ginyu. But, you know, that'd still be a really cool mechanic, or have a grade 8 Bardock. Y'all thought about that? Y'all thought about that? That'd be kind of sick, to be honest with you. Like, he's like a giant or whatever, and it's like hard to knock him off. Balance, sort of like he tanks a lot. I already said this about Broly, but I just feel like it'd just be really cool to have a tanking character like Broly or Bardock. But honestly, if I were to choose, make him Super Saiyan, make him base and go to Super Saiyan, or make him Super Saiyan and go to Super Saiyan 3. You know, that'd just be a really good character. You know, he has a lot. Well, he doesn't really have too much to work with outside of his showings in the movie against Lord Chilled and in the whatever the Bardock special was called that took place before, you know, he got sent back in time in that little weird thing. It was weird, but anyways, you know, I just really want, I really hope that he makes it in this game. You know, he's a fan favorite character. You know, he could have some really cool dialogue with Goku at the beginning of the match on some Injustice level type stuff with how they work around their dialogue at the beginning of the battles. So yeah, he's just a really cool character, and he should make it in this game, because I feel like a lot of people would pay money. Bandai, you listen to this, that moolah is ringing in right now. Make this man come here. Pause. But but yeah, I just really want him to I just really think it'd be cool to see him online playing against Bardock, or playing as Bardock. And now let's move into number 5. Number 5 on this list is a character that I'm kind of surprised did not make it into the base game, but I guess you can't have everything. So my number 5 is Super Vegito, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegito from Dragon Ball Super. Now, Super Saiyan, or not Super Saiyan, just Vegito in general is a character that I feel is interchangeable with Gogeta, you know. Well, not interchangeable, but I feel like he's just a character that people like, but as opposed to Gogeta only having spotlight in GT, which is not something that everybody likes. You know, I personally don't hate it. I personally have some enjoyment with GT. Don't kill me. But, you know, I just feel like he'd just be a really cool character to have in there. You know, I think we do need another fusion-based character, and he'd be a really cool one to have in there. Now, what's his face? Super Vegito. Now, Super Vegito, I don't know how they could, what they would do. I do kind of know what they could do with him. They could have the Spirit Sword attack, where, you know, he's sticking people, throwing them like imagine he like sticks somebody and then like picks them up, goes over his head with like his arm, slams them behind him or something like that, or hits him with like a final Kamehameha is his ultimate. You know, but I feel like we have a lot of, I feel like we have too many Kamehameha, so I feel like make that his level 1 attack, is I think what they're calling it, level 1s, level 3s. Make that his level 1 attack, and for level 3, I feel like they could go for the Spirit, or the Spirit Sword, or whatever they called it now. Because I know that's what Trunks' sword is called too, because it has the spirit on it. We're not here to talk about that today, but we are here to talk about this. I just really want to see him as a character. I feel like in Dokkan, I don't want to compare Dokkan because they're nowhere near the same type of game, but he has a counter mechanic in that game. And I wonder if they'd be able to do that type of thing, because I don't think there really are that many characters who have counter attacks in this game. But I think a counter character like that would not belong to Vegito. I feel like they'd just be able to pull off a lot of things. He'd just be kicking people and stuff like that. Or he could do like a little thing where he had like the 5 key blast on his fingers, and he threw in a track toward Boo and stuff like that. Like that was a really cool fight. And it just felt like nothing could get to him in that fight against Luhan. So I just wonder what they would do with him. You know, I just think that a few moves could be in there. You know, tracking type things with the key finger, with a split. I think it's a split finger shot or something like that. Like I feel like that'd be a really good move. Spirit Sword would be a really good move. Final Kamehameha would be a good move. Maybe his level 1. Probably his level 3 though, because I feel like that's just a attack that would look kind of weird as a level 1. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. But anyways, I believe it's time to move on here to number 6. And number 7, y'all heard me right, 2 people in 1 slot. Don't sue me. I think I have an 8 on here just for the 8 DLC characters that have been confirmed. So yeah, let's move on to numero 6 and numero 7. Alright, number 6 and number 7. Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, make this a combo pack, Bandai. Have them both released at the same time. And Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Now, I really do want to see these 2 characters in the game, because I'm very surprised that they haven't done any GT-based content in this game whatsoever. And man, it's just weird, because a lot of people, I understand a lot of people really don't like GT, but you can't deny, well, not can't deny, I mean, you have your right to your opinion, but a lot of people, they can't deny that Super Saiyan 4 does not look like an amazing transformation. It just looks crispy, it looks clean. You're looking like a snack out here, alright? But what they could do with these characters now, Goku, I feel like what would they even do? They could give him the Dragon Fist numero uno, you know, because he did use that against Super 17. They could give him the times 10 Kamehameha. Now that one I could see being used as a level 1 instead of the final, instead of the final Kamehameha as level 1, but that. And then also, what else did he pull out? Trying to remember what this man Goku even pulled out in GT. I mean, they had fusion, but who else did they even have, man? Like, it's crazy. Now that I think about it, Super Saiyan 4 he didn't really get that many new attacks in GT. Maybe there's just some that I forgot about. But they just come up with so many different things. You know, maybe starting out as, you know, base kid Goku, have the power pull and everything. I don't know if they go that route though. That just seems a little weird, a little far-fetched, if you will. But you know, I feel like they could do some really cool stuff with him. And Vegeta, what are they gonna do? Final Shine, Gallic Gun. Is Gallic Gun even in the game? Why isn't? I feel like it should be in the game, but I feel like it's not. Why is Gallic Gun not in the game? Maybe they'll add that for him. Have the Final Shine attack. Have, what is the other move called? The one where well, I mean, that's pretty much what his Rapid Fire X is. Rapid Fire Key Blast is. Because I play on PlayStation, I think in X. Not Xbox X, that'd be A. But now I think about, like, what else would they do? A little barrage attack, maybe. Maybe they give him some attack where they're using like their tails and stuff, but they never really use their tails in there. Maybe they just have like really high base strength and they just be like wiping people out left and right. But yeah, I feel like they'd just be really cool character designs to have in this game. I feel like, cause yeah, just character designs in general carry a lot of things in this thing. That's one of the main driving points of GT, just having Super Saiyan 4 in there. Because without that, it would have been even more forgettable than it already was. Not forgettable, but I mean, GT is not forgettable. I feel like a lot of people remember it. It's just that, you know, a lot of people remember just not liking it, and that's the problem with GT. But I'm not here to fight that battle. All right, I didn't come here to start fights. I came here to have fun. But yeah, just I really want to see them in the game. They'd be really cool characters. And number 8 is up next. And alright, now this night, I know I said don't kill me about base Goku or any other things in this game like that, but this one, y'all might find my house after this one. Like, y'all might have to burn my house to the ground for me saying this, y'all. I'm just pointing that out right now. But let's move into number 8. Number 8 is, drum roll please, Super 17. No, put the pitchforks down, y'all. Alright, I told y'all I was not trying to start fights. Alright, but Super 17, I don't particularly even like Super 17 as a character, but he's got some really cool clothes. Numero uno, character design is there. Number 2, I like the fact that he absorbs things. And I understand that Android 18 kind of already has a single move on that, but how cool would it be to have a character based around, number 1A, collecting a bunch of ki, sucking up people's super attacks left and right, making it their own ki, causing him to be able to just eat up ki-based attacks, and you have to fight him one-on-one, and then the more ki he has, I guess you could increase his attack power even more, or not increase his attack power, keep in mind, let's make it sort of like with Xenoverse. We have it where it either A, replenishes his health, or B, I feel like building up health would be might be a little bit OP, but increases defense. Like, that'd be a really cool mechanic that we have not seen in the game so far. Being able to, take in some energy, being able to build your defense, not have to worry about taking as many hits. Because then they're going to have to physically fight you, and then whenever they're not doing as much damage, they're kind of screwed. Because they've been firing all these ki-based attacks all game, and they're a little bit donezo. But yeah, I feel like he's just a really cool character, and a lot of people sleep on Super 17. But a lot of his abilities are actually not that bad, in my opinion. They weren't really a turn off of the character in my opinion. It's just that I feel like he was uninspiring. He wasn't a very interesting villain. All he did was mollywop everybody else, and that was it. Pretty much all he did. Like every other movie-based character. But he wasn't even a movie character, but he unleashed them from the sky, fart hole portal thing. GT was a special case, but yeah, I just want him to be my number 8. And next, I think I'll have an honorary mention, or maybe 2. I don't know. All right, honorary mentions. Honorary mentions, me personally, and for many other people who have been asking for this, please, if Lord Kishimoto is out there, did I say Kishimoto? Oh my god. I'm not trying to get roasted in the comment section below. If Lord Toriyama is listening to us right now, walk up in Bandai, be like, this is my thing, alright? And what I want y'all to do, put this game on the Nintendo Switch. I have a Switch, I love my Switch. Millions of other people love their Switch too. And many people wanted to see this on there. For God's sakes, we sold they sold 500,000 copies of Xenoverse 2 on there. People want to play this game. It's going to be even more because Xenoverse 2 at that point was, it was what a year old almost at that point, and the player rate had significantly declined at that point for the game. Number 2. You see how little games sell on the Nintendo Switch for all these developers? It's crazy, Nintendo Switch is just like, you can do it everywhere. And like Game Explain always be saying, it was built for the Nintendo Switch. just look at it. And they say that a lot. I like Game Explain, but that's a joke. But anyways, I like them, but me talking about that. And anyways, Yes, but please bring that to Nintendo Switch. We got the 2 Joy-Con. Pop off a Joy-Con. Pass it to your friend. That's Street Fighter all over again. You saw how well Street Fighter sold on Nintendo Switch? Bring it over here. It'll be like that, but with more people, because Dragon Ball FighterZ is a way more hype behind it than Street Fighters 2 the new challengers. Bring it to Nintendo Switch. Let us play it. I will pay my own money. All right. I mean, I ain't got no job or anything. I'm like 60, but you know, I'm still. But anyways, but you know, this is crazy. You know, bring it over here. It will sell like hotcakes, and you will be glad. I will buy a second copy. I'm telling you right now. I will use all my allowance saved up. I don't even get allowance. I will find a way. All right. And let's segue out of that and into number 2 for the honorary mentions. I'm not gonna split it up right here, but number 2 on the honorary mentions. Ultra Instinct Goku. Now I understand this just happened. You know, they might have known about this further ahead, because that's how games work. That's how these Dragon Ball games work. They knew about this stuff before, and how are they supposed to program completely new characters, you know, into a game and have all their attacks and everything in like a week? They don't. They had a heads up about this stuff, and they don't tell anybody about it. But I feel like Ultra Instinct Goku could be the first, and maybe possibly the only counter-based character in the game. Now, I know a lot of people really haven't thought about that. A counter-based character, what does that even mean? Well, as we've seen in Dragon Ball Super, Goku has a defense variation of Ultra Instinct, which says that he doesn't have to think about dodging, but he does have to think about attacking. So what could they do? They can make it a counter system. There's a counter for every single type of attack. And I don't mean like up in the air, on the ground, or completely different. No, I mean key base, melee base, and Dragon Rush. Now, I'm not gonna say ultimate base, because I feel like it'd be a little bit too much. But you know, have them be able to do it, and don't make it so that they can spam it to a point, but make it so that there's like a small bit of like time in between being able to use that. Because I feel like Goku, he's just a beast in that form, and he just be dodging things and countering people. Because you saw what he did with Dispo and Topo. They literally tried to fight him. He grabbed both of them boys by the arms and threw them to the side. He was like, "Get out of here!" I'm like, I ain't got time for this. So yeah, I feel like everyone can say that they'd want to see Ultra Instinct Goku in the game. With a mechanic like that, he'd be so unique. He'd be so different than everyone else in the game. There's not a single person in the game that's been announced so far that has counter mechanics like that. And you cannot tell me that that is not an interesting topic for you. I mean, like come on, my guys. Like this is what dreams are made of right here. Ultra Instinct, my god. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Thank y'all for watching. You know, I really appreciate y'all staying to the end. And have fun playing on a beta that doesn't work, but hopefully they're gonna get that fixed. I ain't gonna hold that to them that hard, but you know, see y'all hopefully with some FighterZ content in the future. Thank y'all for staying tuned to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. There should be a review out tomorrow, like I said in the very beginning of the video, and or within the next 2 days, I should say. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good day.